So the one and only Nerfomania found this demolisher for me at Goodwill for $3, brought it to the last SE&C war and delivered it. It's just a fine condition demolisher. I have no idea why somebody turned it into Goodwill, but that's not the point. I'm going to turn it into something really cool. So let's crack it, overhaul the internals, and then we're going to wait for something special to show up. Alright guys, so I didn't do any internal segments for this mod. I thought I would, but I've already done the ultimate mod guide for this, so there was no point. I redid the motors, they're RM2s. I rewired the blaster, obviously. I took out all of the locks, including the one for the jam door. I do a thing on my jam doors where I make them stick so that I can have them open at any position. I do that just by running a small piece of adhesive tack underneath their running rails. Then I came in and replaced the switch with a micro switch, so it's revving up very nicely, very crisply. I went out to my storage unit and I grabbed my Gear Up Raider stock off of my Gear Up Raider. I think that it's more comfortable and looks better on this blaster, because the blaster looks kind of like a Gear Up blaster now that I've gone and painted this black, which is the obvious cosmetic addition to the blaster itself, and it looks like a Gear Up blaster with the stripes and the black on the orange, and this is just kind of the perfect complement to that. I definitely think like it belongs on the blaster. Plus it's comfortable and it looks nice, and I'm not really losing missile storage because the eBay 3D Nerf guy, who's from North Carolina, so he's part of the Southeast Nerfing community, great guy, whipped up a 4-dart demolisher holder for me. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. Mine says Drac, which is sweet, nobody's gonna take it, and I decided to call the blaster the AC/DC. Now there's two reasons for that. One, alternating current, direct current is just kind of like an inside joke because it's an electronic blaster, and that amuses me personally. Also, since I painted it black, it's Back in Black, which is like the greatest rock and roll song of all time. So now it's the AC/DC demolisher. It's a great loaner for the SE&C wars, and with this missile holder, it's now like super duper efficient at firing missiles. I've obviously modified the missile launcher just by making the seal much better and opening up that airflow there. So it's a pretty sweet demolisher, I like to think. I actually haven't seen a demolisher that's cooler than this, obviously because of this awesome dart holder. Like, how do you beat 5 missiles in your demolisher if you're playing in a game type that allows for splash damage? That is just too cool. Really pleased with the blaster, fires really nicely. I think that it looks pretty great, and I couldn't get enough of this dart holder. Oh man, it says Drac through this too. I didn't think about that, but I haven't seen it without missiles in it. So that is the Back in Black AC/DC demolisher. Big thanks to Avery for whipping me up a demolisher missile holder. I think that that is really cool. And as always guys, thanks for watching.